Okay, guys.
Tired?
Yeah, I'm tired. It's been I'm glad the guys kept all their speeches under 5 minutes. I think that's what that definitely shortened the night a little bit.
Coach, Frank said that if he could stay here another 4 years, he would, and he sounded sincere. What is it about this place? I mean, I know he's talked about it, but anything deeper?
I think there's a lot of people out there probably feel that way about their school, but certainly Frank does about this one. You know, he's had a, you know, he's seen a quality of life that he's been able to live that I think will give him great motivation to have that moving forward, and he's an amazing kid. I thought that was about as bad as he's played the first half. His son was here, all his family, guys were trying too hard, played tight, and then down the stretch, second half, you know, we kind of got out of that stubbornness mode and just started playing, and he was terrific down the stretch, as was Devontae and Gerald. I thought all three of those guys were great down the stretch.
You gave him National Player of the Year tonight, I noticed.
Well, everybody's got to stand up for their guys, don't they? You know, I would think, you know, there's, Blair, you know better than me, but there's probably 5 to 7 National Player of the Year deals, and you know, everybody talks about the Naismith or the Wooden Award, but there's some other ones too, and I would hope that he could at least get one of them, and I think he'd have a great chance to get it.
Bill, any reason for the slow start? I mean, the first 30 minutes, #1 ranking.
Yeah, I think we were just tight. I thought we played really tight. You know, we actually guarded pretty good. I mean, you know, they shot 25% at the half, and how about that? They shoot 25% and we shoot 15 free throws. You'd think that we'd be up at least 10 or 15, and the score's tied. And halftime talk was so good, we go from being tied to down 12, and then for whatever reason, you know, the lid came off. But I thought our defensive pressure down the stretch was good. I wish we could pressure like that all the time. You can't play in that many minutes, but we certainly picked our spots and really guarded down the stretch.
Coach, how do you best characterize these seniors?
You know, I class, winners, brothers. You know, they all come from different backgrounds, obviously, but I think they see each other, you know, totally the same. It's a good, you know, every year, you know, the seniors are special, obviously, but this is an extra special group.
As a father, what's it like seeing your son out there, you know, for senior night and stuff?
That was great. You know, I wish we'd have played better early, so we could have kept him out there a little bit longer. But I actually thought he did pretty good, but it's great. You know, it's been a great run. You know, Landon's been here 5, Frank's been here 4, but you know, Tyler's been here 14, and so he's been able to see and touch all the guys coming through here, and you know, had a lot of good role models that came before him, and to see him be a part of it, it's pretty special. He's you know, they're all good kids, but he's obviously a good kid, and it's great to see how he's grown.
After the West Virginia deal, you hoped that, well, we won't face longer odds than that. Did that come into play at all tonight?
I thought I told our guys that, you know, if we're running out of time. You know, these guys are confident, but I think they think that whatever the situation, they can flip the switch, which is a bad trait. And you know, you get behind like this in a game that really matters, you may not can and probably can't. I mean, the percentage play is that you probably wouldn't, but the way OU was playing so well and in control, and they were kicking our butt on the glass there for a stretch. You know, and Josh had probably his worst game of the year, maybe, and they hadn't had very many, but he certainly wasn't himself tonight, and the ball just didn't go in the basket. We didn't have much going at all, but defense sparked it, and then we could run and transition, and when we ran, you know, we were pretty good.
What does it say about this team's offensive explosiveness that the way you guys played the first 30 minutes, you were able to follow that up with a 10 for 10 field goal stretch?
Is that what we were, 10 for 10 down the stretch? I don't know. It tells you we can score points in spurts, but if we were 10 for 10, then we were really shooting them miserably to start the second half, and that's about as poor as I think we played. I mean, just throw the ball away, give it to them. Seemed like we missed every free throw. We had a chance to have some momentum, but then LeGerald and Devontae, God, the way they shot the ball down the stretch, they were probably 4 of 5 or something like that. They were late, and then Frank kind of took over.
Bill, watching Tyler grow up and now move on, does it put in perspective maybe all the memories you two have shared around this program?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it like that, but we will. I mean, we'll talk about it, I'm sure. There'll be a lot of things that he'll remember that I won't, and probably a lot of things I remember that he didn't think was a big deal. But yeah, it's been fun. You know, I've enjoyed coaching all my years here, without question, but I really enjoyed the last 5 years more because I get a chance to be around him every day. And I mean, every parent, you know, probably wishes they could spend more time with their kids growing up, and you know, while they're chasing the carrot, and I certainly chased it, and you know, you can't get time back, but certainly it makes it that more special when you can get quite a bit of time, because my time with him was later in his life, whereas most fathers probably time with them when they're younger. So you know, it's not an even trade, but certainly I'll take it.
You don't throw out that toughness label lightly, but you said Frank's the toughest.
Yeah,
And
you guys
Landon-
know he is too. I mean, Landon smiles and doesn't act it, but Landon he's a tough dude, man. And you know, there's been a lot of times where little things, you know, you don't have to trap the post late game because you know he's the best wall up defender there is. And, you know, he's a good rebounder, but it seemed like at game point he becomes a great rebounder. He does a lot of things to give your team a chance to win. And I think it goes without saying how tough Frank is. I mean, we're not always going to play well, but usually, you know, at game point, these guys compete about as hard as anybody I've had.
Wasn't much
You
on the
said you-
line, no Big 12 stuff, none of that. What's it say about your guys that when they did get down like that, they dug in like everything was on
Well,
the
first
line?
of all, it says that you know, we can definitely not be very good, which is a negative. But since tonight is senior night, we're going to dwell strictly on the positives. Yeah, I think it does say that the guys are pretty poised late game and believe no matter what the situation is, they can figure out a way.
Anything else?
Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys.